The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1 to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Caught by Wilson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11. Check. 12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead the official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
11 MT. Switch.
Harris running straight ahead. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
11 MT, take. 11.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown. Right back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
11 MT. I got him. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow flushed out right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert.
No good, just under the crossbar, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. He completes it to Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go up the middle with White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the defensive tackle, getting it
behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here we go. 180. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
12.
Check nickel.
They hand this off to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
11, Thomas.
They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
12.
They'll try to run with Harris. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
11.
He's checking.
Back to throw here.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This time, Wilson will throw. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
12.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Being chased out left. Williams brings it in.
They needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
11 MT, 11 MT.
951, 951. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Go, Mike 51.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a time adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Hall.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Harris.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. On 2nd and 1, Burrow. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Burrow. Another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
And what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw.
There's Williams. What a catch.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll try the right side with Harris to the 27-yard line.
Sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think.
This one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. To not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL.
Performance, well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict.